money back, money back, money back. Make it like a money back, money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit!
It's Lawlett off play action. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Lawlett. It's caught, Shepard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Lawletta now on second. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A shotgun snap to Lawletta. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
58.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
It feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They cannot block us. Let go.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. second down. Here's Barkley. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now here's Lauletta. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Max Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's a give to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. A handoff to Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Lauletta now to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Giants on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, this is a complete mishit. It's no good. Didn't even get it there. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Reset. Hey, easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. This is first and goal from about the 8. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. He's going to get it running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make our score 14-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Lawetta looking for a first down throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Lawetta looking to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lawetta. And incomplete there. A nice this hit jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Lauletta. He rifles one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Jumbo.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a third down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. And Crosby puts it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. Now the Packers get set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, 88. 319. Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26. Right, left. Zoom. Flip it down.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. They have not got him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Loletta to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stick.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Loletta. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Loletta. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Max Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your...
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And now running right, Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They give him a gain of 38.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are back within a score. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun!
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Cut!
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, good agility by Cobb. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 46 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey!
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And this is going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Lauletta. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Loletta. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Now, this. Zoom, zoom. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. Going deep for Montgomery. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And Crosby's kick is good. The veteran Mason Crosby comes through like he's done so many times before. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.